Alright people, it's your boy Killer Fam 69. We're doing a different little format here. They finally released the full list of the PlayStation Classic games that are coming out, and I'm a little upset by them. I mean, it's not a great list and it's not a bad list, but they are missing some games that should be on a PlayStation Classic, if you're going to call it a PlayStation Classic. So let's watch the video together and kind of react a little bit. I'll give my takes, and then we'll go over the list together here and see what should have been on there and what really don't need to be on here. But turn this down a little bit. So GTA, top-down GTA, that was a classic at the time. Battle Arena, yeah, Ridge Racer 4, that was amazing. Mr. Jill was a fun puzzle game, but ain't something I don't think should be on here. Metal Gear, it's most definitely a must. What else I got on here? The first Twisted Metal. I mean, I understand it being the first long box and all that stuff, but Twisted Metal 2 should have been on there. Let me go ahead and pause it for a second. Abe's Odyssey, great game. Most definitely should be on there. That was a fun game. I was late to the party on that one. Actually, my older brother put me on Abe when we used to work at Blockbuster. He brought it home for free. They're showing Siphon Filter right here. This most definitely was a great PS1 game. I'm not hating on that. Rayman was cool because it was a cool 2/3D game. Of course, Tekken 3 has to be on there. We already knew about that. Now, Rainbow Six. This is a strange ad for the PlayStation Classic. I feel like this came. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain this was like near the end, because I remember having this game on Dreamcast, like around '99. But the reason I wouldn't have put this on here is because I most definitely had this on. I didn't have it. I take it back. My best friend Herb, he's like a brother to me. He had it on the PC, and I used to go over to his house and play it on the PC version. So I always thought the console one was inferior compared to all the stuff you can do, like the layout of how you want to tackle each mission. Just the controls was better, the aiming was better because you had a mouse and keyboard. Even though we used to play like terrible, I think I used to use like the arrow keys instead of WASD like I do now. But I mean, maybe, and there probably was a crowd out there that loves playing the game on the console. I wasn't one of them, so I don't see why this is on there. Wild Arms. Now, of course, there are so many RPGs that could have been on this system. Wild Arms was a good Western RPG. Jumping Flash. People love that game because it was like one of the first games. I personally didn't like it. Like this and Battle Arena Toshinden were always on that little PlayStation demo disc and the first Tekken. And I wanted to think there was like something else that was on there, maybe just a video. I never liked Jumping Flash. I never understood when I was playing it. I never realized, I was so young, I never realized you were a giant mech. I always thought you was that little ass bunny at the bottom of the screen, so I thought it was stupid. Maybe I'll get around and give it a shot this time. Cool Borders 2, I love that game. That's a good one. Of course, Final Fantasy 7 has to be on there. Unpopular opinion: Final Fantasy 8 better than 7. Don't kill me. Don't attack me in the comment section. That's my favorite game, like, because the graphics were actually good, the summons were amazing, the story was so-so, but the game was just good. I'm a graphics whore, and Final Fantasy 8 looked amazing to me. I mean, at the time, you play that shit now, look like doo-doo, but I still think it was better. But Destruction Derby. So we already got Ridge Racer 4 in there, and I want Ridge Racer 4 in there because that's the best fucking soundtrack of all time. Like, I still bump that shit in my car. I shouldn't be cussing, but I do. And Destruction Derby was fun, but it was like, how long did you really play the game? I don't know anybody who like played that game to completion. You would like do the little destruction mode, you would lose, or you drive around backwards trying to hit everybody, and then you do the race. But then there was like nothing else really to it. So this is gonna be that's a wasted slot in my opinion. They could have put well, we'll get to that point when I show you what's not on here. Persona. Now, I'm familiar with the newer Personas. I know it did start on PS1. It's crazy that they put this on here. I don't think a lot of people played it, so I think it's cool that they have this like hidden gem on there. But a lot of people don't know. Like, if you play the Personas on the 3DS versions, kind of like the Shin Megami Tensei games, they kind of play like this one where you're going through the dungeons in first-person view, and then when you get to the battles, you go to what's it called, like a third person. You can see the fighters.
Puzzle Fighter was fun. I used to like Pocket Fighter a little bit more. Puzzle Fighter was a lot of fun though, but I used to play this on my Sega Saturn, the import version. Intelligence Cube was a hit. A lot of people had never played it, but if you did, that's one of those games that was like on the demo disc. That, because I'm 34. When the PlayStation came out, I was only like 11 or 12 at the time. I want to say it came out in '94, so I was 10 actually. And a lot of games I played through demo disc, so I didn't own a lot of games. It'd be nice to actually play through this whole thing. Resident Evil Classic got to be on there, even though we'll keep going. So yeah, that's the list of the games there. It's not bad, but it's not strong either. So yeah, $100 for that. Alright, so this is the part of the video where I want to talk about the games that should be on there. Now, you may agree with me, you may disagree, but I most definitely think that Symphony of the Night, Castlevania Symphony of the Night should have been on there. Tenchu, Dark Assassin, was Dark Assassin? Anyway, the first Tenchu game, the ninja game, one of the first stealth games. Like, it might have been after Metal Gear, it might have been before, but the game was fun as hell. There's no Crash, even though the Crash trilogy's out. No Spyro. No Tomb Raider. And where the fuck is Tony Hawk Pro Skater? Like, why is that not on here? Like, Tony Hawk, I understand what they couldn't get the license for the soundtrack. Cut the fucking songs off. I mean, that probably would have pissed a lot of people off. But how is Tony Hawk not on here? It doesn't make any sense. Gran Turismo should be on here instead of Destruction Derby. Twisted Metal 2 should be on here instead of the first one. What else was a hit for me? There's none of the ESPN Extreme games. I mean, they're probably trash, but I used to love them. Like, 2 Extreme should be on there. Xenogears isn't on there. What else? Chrono Cross, Silent Hill. So many games that could have been on this thing, but hopefully the team that works on Hack-Chi, that does the NES Mini and the SNES, hopefully they get their hands on this, break it wide open, and we can just add our own games to it. But I don't know, I just feel like it's a lost opportunity. I was going over the comment section and looking at some other people, what they thought, and a lot of people, they wanted a lot of the RPGs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, the Japanese version got Parasite Eve. Like, what the hell? Like, how come we don't have Parasite Eve? Like, it did sell over here, so it should most definitely be on there. I don't know. It most definitely could have been way more. And I feel like, see, Brave Fencer Musashi, I feel like that was a DualShock game. I feel like you need the analog sticks. I don't remember quite as much, but I remember certain you did. Yeah, Symphony of the Night. What else? Final Fantasy Tactics. People saying just released it. Tomb Raider does not hold up. So what if it doesn't hold up? Like, none of those games on PS1 hold up. Like, PS1 and Nintendo 64 are the ugliest fucking games in the world. Those games don't hold up for shit. Like, I try to wish they would come back, and I think there's a rumor of an N64 Mini coming, but they're the worst. Am I gonna buy them? Yeah. I got this green screen up now. I got PS1 games back there on my wall. I got a whole bunch of PS2 games, and I even got I got 2 PS1s. I got a PS1 and the PSX, like the original PlayStation, and then the one where you put the LCD screen on there. But this is just my rant, man. I just wanted to talk about it, and just tell me what y'all think. What games? I was gonna make a list of what games I thought was gonna be on here, but I took too long, and here we are. So, but go in the comment section. I want y'all to discuss what games would you have put on here, or what games you think shouldn't be on this list, would you replace them with, and so forth. But if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm streaming and when I'm live or making new videos. I'm actually about to go stream right now. But yeah, this is your boy Killer Fam, and I'm out. Appreciate y'all. Take it easy.